Hello everybody, and welcome back to another crypto livestream. Today has been a crazy day. I think the majority of you guys have already seen it. There is so much speculation going around, and today I think is also a special episode because it's not necessarily the news which I think is so important. It's mostly to understand exactly what is so important about XRP's utility that we like, I guess. I don't know exactly how to say it. It's like, what exactly do we like so much about XRP's utility? That is what we're going to be talking about here, and that is ultimately also why I think it will really go insane. At least, again, that is just my opinion on these matters. But then again, we'll see as time moves on here. As we have a couple of articles, we're going to be talking about Brian Brooks, who just came in. We're going to be talking about CBDCs, going to be talking about Soldier Boy, Bank of France, China, England. I think we even have open as well. We have a ton of stuff to talk about. So yeah, we're also really close to 100,000 subs. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but we are at like 98.8 thousand, I think. Not exactly sure. Let's quickly see here. Yeah, we are at 98.7 thousand subscribers, which is also insane. But I've been planning some cool stuff for 100K. I have been planning some really cool interviews to do after this to really hype up or get cooler the XRP livestream even. There's a lot of cool stuff coming, all right? I guarantee you guys the livestream will only get better from here. We're going to get a lot of cool things coming on. I sent out a couple of emails today, and I'm hoping that we get one response. I only sent out like 3, but then again, I'm hoping we're going to get some response so we can get some cool interviews going, some cool just things for on the show. And if you guys ever have any requests, you guys know you can just let me know. All you have to do is just comment it down below, and I'm going to get working on it, all right? So, yeah. All right, if you're watching right now, let me know in the chat box where you're watching from. Let's start out with Brian Brooks. Yes, this was, I think, one of the most important parts of today. Brian Brooks, he served as acting controller of the currency to become CEO of Binance US. At least that is the news from right now. He is going to become, I believe, most likely, I don't know if it's official just quite yet, the CEO of Binance US. And it's not like all of a sudden, boom, he's going to relist XRP just like that. In our opinion, it's just another step forward. Let's call it that, right? It's just another step forward. If you don't know what or who Brian Brooks is, we already have the article open here. A little bit ago, we were talking about this article. We're talking a couple of months ago. Biden to pick former Ripple board member as OCC head, XRP jumps. Now, the previous OCC head was Brian Brooks. He now is going over there. A little bit earlier, we also saw the next head of the OCC was a Ripple board member. And it's just kind of this whole circle is going around and people are thinking it's crazy. I personally think it's crazy. And the connections with the Office of the Controller of the Currency are also pretty damn odd. So here you can see Michael Barr, a former U.S. Treasury official and previously a key member of Ripple's advisory board, will replace Brian Brooks as the head of the Office of the Controller of the Currency. What has happened now is Brian Brooks, who used to be the head of the Office of the Controller of the Currency, has gone off, switched over to become now the CEO of Binance.us. So again, Brian Brooks, CEO of Binance US. Then we have Michael Barr, who is a former member of Ripple, former member of the board of Ripple, who now came into the Office of the Controller of the Currency. It's just an interesting kind of connection to see there. It's just interesting how that is going. I think that is, in my opinion, quite funny. Why? Well, this is once more for a small part solidifying XRP's broad reach and the knowledge of Ripple. We saw yesterday a little tweet by David Schwartz in which he basically was saying, we believe that we have met with the SEC so often, it would be really odd if they were to come to us right now and say you've been doing something wrong altogether. Yet they did, though. And again, if you kind of start to look at what Ripple had in their board, it's also kind of odd. And guys, I also have a couple of interesting trading ideas what I'm going to show you guys in just a second, a little bit later throughout the video. But this is just interesting if you start to think about it. Let's talk about the use case, though. For all of you that do not know, I always recommend to just check out whatever you can find regarding CBDCs over on Ripple. For example, if you go to their CBDC part, I think ripple.com/LP/CBDC-whitepaper, you find, for example, here the future of CBDCs. Now, you can download this for yourself if you want to. It is pretty damn easy. You can also find it on the interwebs, but what it basically comes down to is everything that Ripple has been explaining regarding CBDCs, how they see this in the future, and also for a good part, how they see XRP being involved in all of that. Now, if you don't know what XRP is basically one of the higher up cryptos in the list right now in the top 100 that actually has payments as its main focus. And with their objective, I would say, to get rid of this Nostro-Vostro system that we have right now, to make cross-border payments seamless, and once more, to be cheap, reliable, transparent, simple, easy, whatever things you want to put there. Just be a good token for transfer. Now, if you have that in the back of your head, CBDCs right now are one of the most trendy topics throughout the last couple of days. I've seen so many articles being written about them. So it's a live stream, says Ming Banana. He's asked if it's a stream or a video. I've seen so many people ask, China, what is going on with the yuan and whatnot? There's so much of it. And we also got some info on the UK. I don't know if I have it open here or if it's in a different little sector here. Maybe we have it here. Let's quickly see. We had some stuff open on the UK as well. Let's quickly see here. Crypto Bull Run. No, I do not. Oh, here. It's in front of my eyes. I was looking at the top, like at the top here, the articles, but we have it in front of us. This is, for example, came out now today too. And a ton of people are connecting this and, for example, the digital yuan and everything like that, again, to Ripple. Because if, and trust me when I say this, guys, if Ripple, or just XRP on its own, manages to actually become a good part, I would say, of this bridge of the CBDCs, it would be so insane. And if you're wondering once more, why is this live? We'll talk in just a second about some ideas, what is happening in just a couple of days, everything that's going on here. And I just like the live streams nowadays because I can just kind of talk back with you guys, see what you all are thinking, and then hopefully integrate that into our story as well, if there's something either wrong or anything like that. We also saw Doge today indeed dump quite heavily. I also want to integrate a little bit of that. But let's first finish up this story about CBDC so all the people that are interested in it can hopefully get something along those lines just in their heads. It might be fun. Also, if you haven't done so already, make sure you press that like button. We're at 33 likes right now, but with 450 people watching, let's get to at least 100 likes. Why not, right? What do you have to lose? It helps out the channel, helps out. Why not do that? So, in my opinion, the whole CBDC thing is actually one of the most important use cases for XRP right now. It is definitely something which a lot of people are overlooking. I've seen so many people state right now, XRP has no utility. XRP is going to zero. I think a lot of those people are just afraid that XRP is only hype and XRP is following basically Dogecoin. I've seen here, for example, one idea. Let's quickly check it out. That XRP is following Doge. Why is this popular? Well, because Doge pumped like crazy, right? There's one key and concrete difference though. Even though the charts line up, we can all see this right now. The charts line up. Yes, they do. There's one key difference, and that is that Doge does not have the real utility that XRP has. And I firmly believe the whole CBDC thing is now one of the most important questions that is brought up. Again, let's quickly come back to this one. Marcus Treacher of Ripple has posted it right now because there's a really big debate about the whole England CBDC part. There's a huge debate here over the China CBDC, where again, is China CBDC going to be a big threat to the US or what? And again, guys, keep in mind, these CBDCs will come. There's, I would say 100% certain that it's going to be coming. If Ripple can take just a small part in being the bridge of all of that, it'll be insane. And once more, it's going to be so much better than anything you could have brought up here with Doge. Anything, because it has real utility. But yeah. Tuvo says, thank you, Dusty. Thank you so much for joining in, man. Thank you for the 10 bucks. Viuta says, Dusty, maybe your laptop is on heat. That stream is struggling time by time. I'm seeing here, there's only 87 frames that have been dropped. It's actually, the connection is really good. Not sure what happened then. Maybe it was just one point here. Somebody says clickbait here. I don't think it's really clickbait once more. I just wanted to give you guys a story here about the CBDCs and why I think really, in the end of things, if this pulls through like I think it will, guys, this is what's really going to fuel XRP and why I'm never really worried about the price. There's so many people who ask me that, like, why are you never worried? Why are you so optimistic all the time? Because I have the knowledge here about what I think they will be doing. And right now, we're seeing a lot of this, okay, quick money, safe moon, Doge, pump, 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 left, right, left, right. That's not what we want. And even if we do want it for right now, okay, that's all okay, but that's not the longer term vision. An XRP price is not going to go to a huge $100 level purely because of hype, for example. Utility is what builds that type of stuff. And somebody asks here in the chat box, says once it flips, utility bull run, it won't be a run, it will be a blast off. That is exactly my point. I really believe in that too. Once people start to really value XP for its utility, it's going to be insane. And I also saw one skeptic earlier today. He said, Dusty, XRP has no fundamentals. It is shit. It is stupid. I firmly, to the core, disagree. I personally firmly believe that XRP is actually one of the coins which has real utility proven. I mean, VeChain is one of the coins as well that has proven utility. We know the partnership that they have and the integration that they have are really insane. But Bitcoin, if you try to think about it, it's really not that useful. Is Bitcoin at the top? Yes. Will it stay that way? Might very well be for such a long while, for a very long time. But XRP has real utility, proven utility, and damn, I think it's really something we should kind of estimate a little bit more. Or sorry guys, talk about a little bit more. So King Solomon posted earlier today, Central Bank of France freaking saying XRP could be the interfacing platform for the digital euro. Open your eyes. And again, the screenshot we already talked about before, but here at the bottom. Note, France's central bank, Banque de France, has openly discussed Ripple/XRP as a possible platform for Europe's central bank digital currency. This is from 2021. Okay, that is one part. Then China. We've seen China before and quite a lot of other countries who've now really kind of banned the whole Bitcoin mining ordeal, but have been really getting heavy on the CBDC and the supports of that. We've literally been seeing a ton of that right now. At least I have been seeing a ton of that right now. Here you can see China's digital yuan poses no threat to the dollar's dominance. That might be good, that might be bad. It doesn't really matter too much. I would say all these digital currencies, these CBDCs on their own, are they really exciting? To me, they aren't. Let's be completely honest. I personally do not care about any of these CBDCs. It is because Ripple has been posting so many of these parts as to how they can work with these CBDCs that I'm getting really some goosebumps for once this rolls out. Because at first there was really no hurry there, but the more that time goes on here, oh my days, I'm seeing a lot of this stuff come out. And I just think a lot of you guys watching here do not know about it, right? Do not know about the CBDC part of things. So Ripple, I would say, has two sides of the CBDC thing that they're interested in and involved in. They have the private ledger, and a private ledger is not like what we know in crypto. A private ledger here just basically means it's all controlled, it's all private, it's all not open like everything in the crypto realm is, even though, crypto would kind of suggest not open. But then again, cryptocurrencies generally are basically all open. You can check it out, everything. This case here, private ledgers is what Ripple has built for a lot of these CBDCs to be launched upon. Think this through. Right here, we're seeing France Bank has actually openly stated that they might use Ripple/XRP, and this is again an official statement from the Bank of France, as the platform for Europe's central bank digital currency. We don't know if they mean the public XRP ledger or this private ledger that Ripple has created. We do not know. But there is now a ledger specifically created by Ripple for this purpose, for having CBDCs on there. But think about it for a little second. If Ripple is expecting the CBDCs to be built on top of their platform, which then is connected to them, logically, because they're building something on there, I would think 1 + 1. Well, if Ripple has the RippleNet solution, which utilizes XRP as well, and they have the private ledger solution, which utilizes CBDCs or gets CBDCs on there, don't you also think 1 + 1 means, well, they're going to connect the CBDCs that have been built on the private ledger to XRP as the bridge to different CBDCs, either on their ledger as well, or just different ones out there. It doesn't really matter, but they have this connection. And once more, you might think China's not going to work with them. China has no choice in that sense. If they actually want to get those pairs out, XRP might be the only bridge that's really capable as of this point. At least that's the way it's looking like right now. And once more, the CBDC debacle is only getting more and more popular. I've been seeing a lot of guys talk about that right now last couple of days. It's getting extremely popular, extremely urgent, and that is also why I'm really making a quick little update on that one. Hisham Ridwan, good luck, have fun. Thank you for the €2, man, coming in. And China can suck my toe. In the end, it doesn't matter if you like China or not. There's a ton of people there. There's a ton of money going around. And again, we have been seeing debates about whether or not the Chinese yuan or the US dollar will actually become the most important or most known CBDC. We do not yet know. But I do believe that as Ripple goes on as they do right now, they'll be the middle. And I'm also not really sure, but because I'm thinking here, we'll get a Doge chart coming up in a second here. This all was actually going on now that XRP was already being sued. Or says Ripple is already being sued. That's also interesting that the Central Bank of France is actually talking about utilizing Ripple while they were being sued. That once more shows the whole lawsuit is actually going on only in the United States. So this is another little confirmation. But then again, guys, I keep explaining to you all, The lawsuit is what is pumping the XP price right now for a good part, but then in the end, it is also partially utility. If it was only pump and hype, yeah, it wouldn't probably be as heavy as it is right now. If we were to follow Doge exactly to the core, I think short term that would be nice because, well, we're going to see some crazy pumps happening then, right? If, for example, we're to kind of get this, again, 6,000% from a little dip, we'll place XRP at some huge targets if we're to really follow along. But then again, that is all short term. Very, very short term. XRP, by the way, in the UK is already properly regulated, huh? So UK, UAE, and Japan, if I'm not mistaken, they've been properly regulated. Think about that. Marcus Treacher here from Ripple has posted, really important announcement by Bank of England and HM Treasury, a big step on the road towards a UK digital currency, and I do wonder why he's sharing this. Is it because they might be building something on top of Ripple? Who knows, but it's interesting. Guys, think about that for a little second. Think about it. All right. Pandemic Pot says, hey, it's Dusty with another crypto video. Greetings from Amsterdam Zuidoost. Can you give us a shout out to ex-Minister Salm? Minister Salm? I don't know. Minister Salm. Dusty, XP to the sun. Yeah, in the end, that is ultimately what we're waiting for. I've been checking out so many different analysts today as well, guys, to just get you guys up to date as well with whatever I found. I've been leverage trading like a motherfricker here today as well. In my previous video, I said there's already 200% profit. Theoretical, of course. Of course, we only do theoreticals. I don't want anybody to trade following whatever I'm doing. That is never a smart thing to do, never a smart thing to say. But ever since I made that video, when did I make it? Maybe around here? Maybe around here somewhere? We've already gained quite a significant bit as well, huh? It's interesting. This, by the way, is Bybit. That's the platform I'm using for trading right now. And there is definitely a lot of... Wait, I'm just quickly checking. Is the stream good or is it lagging a little bit for you guys, man? Let me know. There's no frames being dropped, but I see somebody say lag. There's nothing going on for me, man. Everything is going well. But yeah, I wanted to say there's like a $1,610 bonus in total that you can get on Bybit, so it's pretty exciting. It's just my idea of these things. But I've been, you can even call it full time right now that I'm trading. Today and the last couple of days I have been. Usually it's just taking a small part of my day, but today and the last couple of days it's taking a lot of freaking time, man. Because, again, keep in mind, you can actually bet if the price is going to go up or down, not only upwards, like with just normally buying XRP. And I've been loving it. I've been loving it. I've been loving it. And again, another very good part is if you trade in this currency, you get paid in the currency. Just my thoughts about this. So what is the legitimacy to this whole Doge theory? To be honest, well, it really does line up quite properly from, I guess, December 2015 on forward. If you really check out how Doge and XP have been moving, you cannot deny this. It is looking really similar. You cannot deny this. I at least cannot. It is really crazy. It does make you wonder about a couple of things, but in the end, it's really crazy how accurate they are. And it does also make you wonder, should we just buy in right now in anticipation of a Dogecoin move? Or should we then again, because this is a weekly, should we wait like 5 weeks or so for this to cool down a little bit before we enter? Because in the end, guys, I am extremely bullish on XRP. I'm extremely bullish on the majority of these coins. But I do believe Dogecoin has had its best moments. Let's call it like that, all right? I do believe Dogecoin is kind of over. But it does make you wonder as well. Will XRP follow the coins like Doge with the pump and dump things? Like people are saying that they are really similar. Or does it mean just XRP right now is having this first leg upwards, correcting a little bit, and then going to pump like Doge is? Or is there no correlation at all to these two, between these two? You know, pump it up. People are screaming in the chat box, pump it up. Yeah, we're watching the price unfold as well. There's a ton of ideas here over on TradingView, which I've been liking. Yes, guys, the platform I'm using to see here is TradingView. That is what it's called. We're also thinking on what to do exactly if we hit 100,000 followers soon. But let me quickly know in the chat box. For me right now, it's about 10 p.m. Where you guys are watching from? Put it in the chat box. Let me quickly know. Because I think we might hit 100,000. Yeah, I think tomorrow morning somewhere. It could be pretty damn crazy. It depends a little bit on how long we stream as well. If we just keep streaming here, we'll definitely hit it today even. And about SafeMoon, we'll talk about SafeMoon in just a second, guys. Let me quickly finish the story about XRP. And thank you, Darable564, for becoming a supporter to the channel. Really cool to have you here, man. Iowa, Chicago, Utrecht, Singapore, Netherlands, Canada, South Africa. Damn. I always find it so amazing to see how the community is building all over the world. And once more, I love every single one of you guys for always tuning in, saying hi, just chilling here in the live stream as well, watching these prizes unfold, watching everything go all along here. It's crazy, guys. It is freaking crazy. So there's mainly 3 scenarios. Let's put them up here. Scenario number 1 mostly has to do with Bitcoin's basis. We've explained before, I at least tried to explain to the majority of you guys before, as long as Bitcoin does not make a lower low before 50,600 or 50,500, like right around this area, we're in the clear. We are doing extremely good, and I'm extremely bullish on the near term, medium term, whatever, for Bitcoin. I am not worried a single moment, a single second, anything like that. If we actually do not dip here but fall down lower, basically meaning, again, that this is just kind of a partial area that we fit, but we're going to dip even lower, maybe like, for example, right here, then the pattern is broken. What we've witnessed for the longest time right now, let's go on a 4-hour time frame. What we've witnessed for the longest time right now is a uptrend. You can see that clearly with higher lows. Again, it's a little bit exponential of an uptrend, but it's basically an uptrend regardless. You're making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Now, this point which we've touched just now is still a higher low, because I consider it to be every time you make a higher high. Okay, so let's basically see it like this, right? We've got our leg upwards. We made a higher high. Okay, we made a low. We've made a higher high, a new low. An even higher high, a new low. Now an even higher high, and now a new low. It is still above the point right here. It is only if we get below that area that things start to look a little bit more bearish. That is logic, I would say, right? That is really logical. In that case, this stands at about 50,200, 50,500, somewhere around that area here. It's not a perfect size in this case anyway. Now, what we're going to be watching, I guess, in the near future here is how we're going to make a bottom and how everything is reacting to it. We just said, again, we're making higher lows still. Okay, so are we going to still make another higher low, or is it going to change up the pattern here? That is going to be really important for the near future, at least in our opinion, because we know where crypto is about to go eventually, but we don't know about the shorter term here. And I would say things like SafeMoon, things like Doge are all adding to the downwards pressure, because a lot of the guys here who will lose money shortly might also just take the rest of the crypto market down. What happens though, or let me quickly explain differently. What happens here is the total crypto market cap right now, including Bitcoin, is going up, right? Or specifically the one without Bitcoin is also going up. This, you might actually call, for part as well, money in the crypto space that has nothing to do with crypto or with Bitcoin that might also flow out from Bitcoin. We don't know if this is flowing out from Bitcoin or from Tether or from, just a US dollar, for example. We don't know where this has come from. And if you start to think about it in that sense, well, so the more money that is in here, the more it can fall, right? And the more that it will take down this money here as well. This one is all of those. So if they're switching from Bitcoin to alts, we're not going to see a difference. This one might right now be pumping because people are taking the money from Bitcoin and putting it into, for example, Dogecoin. Dogecoin, SafeMoon, Elongate, SafeMars, all of those coins. Which, by the way, could be really amazing in terms of profit on the short term, but we don't know about it. We're not quite sure, and that is why it's scary. I am saying if you're putting, for example, $100, $200, $40, $200, $500, whatever, it is 420 Doge Day, right? It is the day for it. It might work out well. It might as well be the last day of the pump. We don't really know, but it might be worth a risk. I would definitely agree with that because it's right now a pump and dump type of system that we're in. But again, if that money is taken from Bitcoin into a lot of these other coins, which are kind of stupid, well, then if they massively sell it off, and they sell it off, for example, for dollars, instead of, in this case, Bitcoin again, then we might see, for example, a huge drop here in this excluding Bitcoin, and we might see a huge drop here in the also including Bitcoin, because if those guys don't put it back into crypto but take it out altogether, that's bad. Or if the big founders of these projects who have now made billions of dollars, maybe hundreds of millions, maybe tens of millions, I don't know. For example, the founder of SafeMoon, the founder group most likely, is ridiculously rich off of stupid people buying it, then in the end, if you're just buying it because you think, hey, let me quickly make some money, okay, different story, once more different story. If you, however, think SafeMoon is the real big thing, it's so amazing, everything like that, you're on the really wrong end, and we're really not on the same level. All right, you and I, we're not on the same one. Please, guys, that's not the way that things should go. The more we see of that type of stuff, like I explained in my market cycle video, the worse that things are in the end of things. By the way, we're pumping a little bit on the XRP here. Oh, in the 1 minute, let's look at that. We're pumping up. You got to pump it up. You got to. I really love that song, by the way. I really love it. But then again, as I just said, if those guys sell it off, we're going to see a huge drop here in the totals, which might result in more panic. And that we get panic is one thing, but that we get panic in kind of an area which is, for example, Doge or SafeMoon, where people don't know what crypto is, see the price go down, that will ignite so much selling pressure and so many people that are extremely, extremely scared that the price will only come down lower and lower and lower. That is once more my opinion, not facts, but my opinion on these matters. And I'm quickly telling everybody, be careful with coins like SafeMoon, be careful with coins like whatever these guys are stating in the comment section or that are going trendy on Twitter. You guys understand. Actually, the Doge founder got peanuts. Yeah, the Doge founder actually didn't have that much Doge. He sold his Doge a very long time ago because he also knew it was made as a joke. It wasn't ever meant to be so big because there's really no fundamentals behind it. And nobody really thought that crypto could have this much memery going on inside of it. Crypto is usually actually a really serious thing. And again, that has changed now in the last couple of years. But specifically, when crypto was made, it was created for a purpose of kind of being a thing against the big market crash, right? It was meant as a really revolutionary idea, a really interesting concept. And then a coin like Dogecoin is really bringing all that innovation just to the ground, if you start to think about it. Because all that we're witnessing right now is just people memeing up each other, thinking money is endless, people are just going to make money left, right, and that is a really big problem inherently. Then again, I think with XRP, like we just explained, in the utility-driven part of things, which mostly have to do with CBDC, I think, you might call it the retail, you might blah, blah, blah. I think all of that stuff is not going to be anything in comparison to CBDC and the bridging of that. That is going to be so big specifically for the name they're going to be building for themselves and the fact that they already have the ledger, which again, the Bank of France has already explained they have discussed as kind of a platform for it. They, of course, have already gotten most likely quite a lot of partnerships in for the CBDC ledger. We just don't know which ones, and we don't know when we're going to hear about it. But I firmly believe this could be interesting. See, for example, this part right here. This also means that the CBDC private ledger is designed for issuing currencies. With over 5,400 currencies issued on the XPL over the past 8 years, including its native digital asset XP, which can be leveraged as a neutral bridge for frictionless value movement between CBDC and other currencies. They're facing a really big issue, which CBDCs will face and which they haven't really thought about most likely. And that, once more, I firmly believe is one of the biggest parts of all of this. It's utility. In a run like we're seeing right now, hype is one thing. Once more, if you follow Doge, that's really cool, but that is going to be driven partially by just hype and pump, and because more people want to pump it up, blah, 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 blah. That's not what's going to get you to those $100 targets that some people are having for XRP. That type of stuff is going to get you to, for example, $3, $5, and then back to the ground to not recover for the next couple of years. If Doge were to dump to the ground, for example, to 4 cents or even half a cent, it is very difficult for this coin to come back up. Very, extremely difficult because people will have lost their faith. And if it happens with XRP as well, if it dies down again, in 2017, when it died out, one thing. Because back then, the majority of the coins were just fueled by hype, as there wasn't really that much utility for crypto anyway. Right now, there's so much utility, so much plans of utility. If they actually just meme it up and your coin becomes really a meme, yeah, that's not good. That's really not good for the legitimacy, and a ton of people will not forget that. I personally would not want to have it. So once more, if we follow the pattern, it's okay, but it should be because we actually see progress in the lawsuit as well. Even the run today, I think a part of it has to do with the fact that we hit a really big milestone for the lawsuit once more. And like Jeremy Hogan and I explained in videos before, everything we've seen as of this point in the lawsuit is just bullish and positive for XRP/Ripple. The moment we see something really negative, we might go a little bit downwards in price. But that is also something which I think the majority of the people right now that are hating towards XP are not understanding. And one other fun thing is, right now, some people are asking, should I buy XRP? Somebody's already saying in the chat box right now, soon they're going to ask that again. Yes. Incoming, he says, should I buy XP now? Question anytime now. Once we get above $1.50, the people asking me, Dusty, should I buy XRP, will skyrocket again. But once we're in these areas, when it's about $1.17 to $1.20, nobody's there. Only people are asking me, should I sell? I've already said it, but that's the fun contrast, and that is again how people will buy high and sell low. If you have a mentality of, you know what, I should only buy when things are going up like this, you have the wrong mentality. The correction here, percentage-wise, wasn't even much. It really wasn't that heavy. We have seen way worse ones in bigger runs. Specifically for Bitcoin, we are still making higher lows. Nothing has really changed. As long as we don't cross this level, nothing has changed. We're still in the good. I would even like to not consider this little wick that we saw here, this little end wick, actually consider this as a basic because we hit that twice. And if we really start to build from there on forward, we've just made a really legitimate higher low. And things are looking extremely beautiful from here. It's still looking amazing. The fundamentals haven't changed. It'll only start to change once the guys with the safe moon and with like we just whoa, we're pumping hard, boys, on XRP. Once the guys with the safe moon and the Doge and all those guys actually start to sell like crazy, that is once we'll be too late. Also, another thing here, once Ripple wins this lawsuit, which we are expecting, it's also gonna be too late. And yeah, it's pretty funny. Every time we start up a stream, it just starts to pump like crazy. I don't know what it is, guys. I don't know what it is. We started the live stream like right around here. So we're already up here in the live stream just now. About 4% or so. 4.2%. 420! Because that's the day. It's pretty funny. Let's quickly see, guys, who in the chat box is holding XRP right now. If you are, make sure you press the like button. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. We are at 98.9. We need 7 more subscribers to get to 98.9 thousand. We are almost at 99,000, boys. It is crazy. It's going crazy fast as well. And also, I've already explained it, but I have been emailing a couple of people here to get them onto the show. If you ever have any recommendations or you want somebody to hop on, just let me know in the chat box. All right? Or just send me a little DM on Twitter, something like that. I'm trying to get it done, but it's not that easy for me to actually reach these people. I've never done that before, so I've just emailed them, and I'll see if we get a response. John Deaton, though, he's actually said, we'll look for it. As I asked him, would you be interested in ever maybe making an appearance or something like that? He said, we'll talk about it. And he said, I don't want to give you guys all the details just quite yet, but there's some people who are going to be coming on, okay? I got you guys. I've been working on this really hard, and I want to make the live stream more of a good show where you can just tune in. And even if you were too late, you can just watch from the beginning to the end and just be enjoyed by everything that we're watching. I think that would be a nice thing. But then again, if you have any suggestions, always let me know. I'm trying to be here for everybody here. And also, you guys know as well, right? I'm always in Discord. If you ever want to talk to me, just come in Discord, say hi. I always just try to talk to as many people as possible because I think, well, we're all a big family here. At least the majority of you guys, right? Some people are always hating, but majority of you guys in the chat box, love every single one of you. Love you too, Propeller. Love you too, buddy. When Cobb streams, XRP goes down. When Dusty streams, it pumps. It's the magic, boys. I don't even know what it is, but it's the magic. Maybe it's just sincere loving for all these cryptos. I don't know. Dusty, we broke all moving averages. Only 150 left. 150 is going to be a really interesting mark to break, huh? It's going to be really interesting. We were only above there for a really short amount of time. It's only in this little time span that we were actually above 50 cents. About 4 days. About $1.50, I mean. 4.5 days. Because here we just touched it and fell back down. We're most likely going to see some more resistance throughout this area. At least, logically, we would. But then again, guys, I would not say that that is scary. It is all part of the bigger plan, right? This area right here will most likely combat us a little bit. You'll see it. You'll see it once we get there. We're just going to touch there. Maybe fall back down, retest this level, for example, our Fibonacci levels, which are always of interest. Dive Doge live. You know what? Let's actually put a Doge chart here. You guys have been requesting it like crazy. Let's see Doge just nosedive. In the Discord, people were saying today's the day that Doge is going to finally die out. What do you guys think? What is your expectation of Doge? I personally thought 420 here this day would most likely be the last day of pumps, but I actually thought it would already start dumping the 19th. But no, it even did good throughout the 20th. Smash $1.50 day would be nice. If we just hit 149, I would already say we're good. All right, we already made a deeper dip right here, retesting again. Right now, coming back down, retesting the bottom side, a little bit higher, but retesting. Right now, coming back in there. It could mean a couple of things though, as of this point. Right, I think quite a lot of people who've been already explaining this. Right now, people are saying XP downtrend. Right. I don't personally really think so. I think the majority of this has to do with, of course, Bitcoin. And you might then say as well that Bitcoin is in a downtrend too. That is stupid to say. Bitcoin is in a really short-term downtrend because it's a correction. Not a heavy one even. It's not really a heavy correction at all. XRP right now, again, there's a couple theories which you might want to form here. But we could be drawing some really interesting triangles soon, or maybe a W pattern in the near future as well. We're going to see it as time moves on here because things are getting quite interesting here throughout the near future. Let's call it like that, right? Let's call it for what it is. The near future here is going to be interesting. For example, right now, if we come back in here, We're watching XRP really closely, guys, really freaking closely, because we also have a really important day coming up the 22nd. The SEC is going to strike Ripple. We're assuming, however, that their attack is going to be quite weak. I expected personally that the couple of days before this event would be negative. However, sometimes things do get a little bit amazing. Somebody says descending triangle, we broke out of it. Let's actually see what all the guys are writing here about it. Let's give our own 2 cents in all of this. And guys, from pretty soon here, I think tomorrow on whenever we hit 100,000 subscribers on Forward, I'm going to be giving some of you guys in the chat box a chance to talk as well through the live stream. If you, for example, have some crazy cool analysis you want to share or some crazy thoughts you want to share, I'm going to make it so you can hop on, we can talk for a little bit, and the people in the live stream can also just listen to you maybe. You know, so anybody who has a little important thing they ever want to say about a certain crypto, or they have a little story they want to tell, I'm going to make sure you get a little bit of a voice out, okay? Guys, I'm doing my best to make sure it's possible. All right, I'm working on so much. I'm trying to make it as fun as possible. But I'm also just, there's so many ideas, guys. There's so many ideas. All right, so let's quickly see here what these guys have been writing. 2 of them are bullish already. This one is a little bit bearish. I've seen this one before already. There were multiple people saying this. This is the Forex one. Yes, it is, right? Yeah, Forex N1. XRP Ripple short setup in bearish trend plus Fibbo retracement. To be honest, there's quite a lot of people of exactly this nature. Let's see how this turned out to be, all right? So it came back down again, retesting the exact same bottom. Right now, we're coming back up. I guess let's see from this perspective if we're going to bounce from here again on a 4-hour perspective and then come back downwards. If so, well, it was really correct, right? I mean, you cannot really dispute the fact that it does come along quite interestingly. Let's just see how this is going to move on. We'll keep it in the back of our head as he was correct right now with his zone, which you've been following along. Let's see. Maybe we're going to see a breakout here, and a breakout above the 61.8 fib, aka about $1.50, would be really bullish on almost any level. Moving on, let's quickly see what MMBT Trader said. This guy, I don't know if he was really right or really stupid on some things anymore. We've covered him before on the channel, though. Okay, so he's basically saying last support left at about $1 plus. Let's quick. Can we put our own? Yeah, we can. This is about a 47% correction or so at about, okay, start of April type of levels. When we had the last hearing was about April 6th. That's about the level which he's referring to as a last support. Right now we found a bottom. See what has happened throughout here. Okay, we basically bottomed out there. He's saying daily near strong support zone, MA, and 0.5 of Fibbo. We've been talking about that here. We have the 0.5 Fibonacci right here at about $1.21 on his specific chart from March 24th, basically the last hike until we got this bullish momentum going up to the top, obviously. And he said, as we can see, price received strong support zone that formed here, and we expect again rise or even once again pumping market from this support zone. Why strong support zone? Correction was at about 0.5% of previous rise, about, let's say 0.5 Fibonacci, so 50% of previous rise, and here we can see market get strength once again, which is true though, because you're seeing we actually came to that area a couple of times. We actually bounced from there. On our chart, this is a little bit more obvious to see how we're basically coming into this zone, building it back up and coming back up stronger. In terms of buying volume, not that significant to be completely honest, which is too bad. If there was a lot of buying pressures around this area, would be even nicer, because that would show once more that a lot of bulls are in this area to pick it back up. Since that is not the case, we can't really claim that there's a lot of bulls here in this area, but that might partially also have to do with the fact that so many people got liquidated within this area that the bulls have kind of run out. You know, there's a little bit less buying pressure right now, at least at this point. Somebody calls me a turd. That is interesting. Let's see. Are you seeing it too? Isis Rose says I'm a turd. Thank you. I like that. That was my mouth, by the way, not a real. Okay, why is strong support zone? Correction was about 0.5, so we're getting 50% Fibonacci. 20 May is touching, and that is extra strength too. Targets $1.40, $1.60, $2, and $2.40. That is interesting if you compare it to our own personal targets from earlier. We had his targets basically with increments of 20 cents, but at about 150, 170, and 190, which is interesting. He's basically put them at the even numbers. We put him at the odd ones. I would say, however, that our levels are a little bit stronger. Then again, 140, I had to give it to him. 140 to 150 is actually most core out of everything, though, right? But then again, if we just finally breach out of this area, we're back again into the green because we're making, again, kind of a comeback for ourselves. Of course, we'd actually need to cover the whole distance and get at least back to this Fibonacci level right here at about $1.79-ish. Yeah, of course, but that is a little bit more difficult. We'll see. Right now, XRP is going pretty fast here. Not gonna lie, guys. We've zoomed a little bit at about 144 is what we've hit here. It's going pretty damn crazy. All right, let's see again what this idea was saying. Notice, if last support on 0.61 of fib that I mentioned with the green rectangle on chart failed too, which is right around here at the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, then we could expect more falling to previous resistance that is around 0.6 and now is strong support. Disclaimer, trade carefully and have stop loss for sure. Past performance is not indicative of future result. This is also really true. Specifically for VeChain, for example, and Dogecoin actually too. With Dogecoin, I believe one of the most important things to understand is that you can make a ton of money with this. Same thing for same thing for SafeMoon as well. Can we actually find that? Wait, we can find this one, but that is nothing. It's just one little dot. Okay, so that says nothing. Okay, so for Dogecoin, SafeMoon, every other freaking coin like that, the ones that have dogs in the name, whatnot, they're all really good from the fundamental perspective that, well, they can make you a lot of money, right? That's the only part, I guess, that's really good. If you're buying, for example, Doge right now in the dip, hey, who's saying it's not going to make you a lot of money? It may. It could also be, for example, with the SafeMoon, you buy in right now is going to go crazy. It may. What is else? Save Mars, Save Swap, maybe even, who knows? But make sure you have a cash out plan. My own plan, let's not put it here because there's not a single one. All you have to kind of know for yourself is if you're going to attempt something like that, make sure you cash out, for example, at like double your money, triple your money, or just take out your initial investment first and then do it. I will be making a cash out plan, obviously, here on the channel pretty soon. However, if you're thinking about cashing out right now, you have the wrong priorities in your mind. I always say, plan ahead. So plan for what you're going to do with what type of money. But I would always say, make sure you don't go think, you know what, I'm going to have this money. I'm going to have this money then. I'm going to have this. Blah, blah, blah. You can only have it in the back of your head, like, what do I do if? And you should definitely know when to sell some. But in the end, that is, in my opinion, also partially only if you really have some sort of plan for your money afterwards. If your money is just to enjoy your life, but you're already doing good for yourself, it's not really going to change too much. It might be worth it to reconsider again what exactly you want to do with that, because I personally think you never want to be like David Schwartz in the sense that you could have had hundreds of millions of dollars. He sold 40,000 Ethereum at $1. You don't want to be that type of guy, right? Where you could have made hundreds of millions, but you sold it all for 40K. You might be exactly that guy. So I would always say make a plan, which I've also explained on the channel before, where you just piece by piece sell out a little bit, cash out a little bit. So you're always comfortable for the price goes down to zero, but you're also just getting yourself maximum out of every rise that we're seeing. Because XRP once more, I don't think selling at $5 or anything like that is even a smart idea. If you want to cash out 1% or something like that, okay. But that's, in my opinion, not the best thing to go for. Yes, the stream, if there's ever a stream with Ripple official or anything like that, that is a scam. That is not something you should go for. It is a scam. And let's come again back to VET, as I just explained. VeChain is a coin which has proven utility. You know how often I bought the dip right now? Well, we've bought it, I think, twice or maybe 3 times throughout. But the last buy, I think, no, it wasn't our last buy. I think our last buy was really shortly ago. Our on last one buy was at about 17 cents here when it hit the dip. Maybe it was even here. I've told you guys in the last few ones we bought it. And again, all my buys are over in Patreon. You're not going to see like an overview of the exact buys, but you know exactly my strategy for buying crypto. And then you can calculate it for yourself where exactly I've bought. If I had to put in every single buy I'm ever doing, I'd be there the whole day just writing. Because there's a ton of times that we buy, because there's a ton of coins we do. But as long as crypto's in a bullish run, which I think we are until we fall below Bitcoin's 50,500, 50,200 level, we are all completely good. Nicholas says, is it me or was it a nice inverse head and shoulders on the Bitcoin on the 1 hour? Could we be seeing same for XRP with head and shoulders about to finish forming into should? To be honest, guys, what I think right now, you're saying Bitcoin on the 1 hour. Let's quickly go ahead and take a little bit of a look at that for right now. Okay, I'm not exactly sure where you're seeing this inverse head and shoulder pattern right now. Maybe you're watching it really closely here. Like for just the last couple of hours. Just, Nicholas, write down where exactly. Are you seeing this from a bigger picture or a really small term perspective? Because I'm personally not really. I guess one part we could kind of fetch here is this one. I'm seeing it now, maybe. Maybe he means right here. With this as a neckline. Yeah, I guess it could definitely work out. Okay, that's not a real nice line. Like this. If that were to be the case, again, kind of a conservative bet to place as well, is that if we were to get that going, we'd have about neckline to top. This much of a profit coming along from neckline. So about 61,000 or so, basically retesting our level from previous. Which again, copied on top of XRP. Let's quickly see if XRP is actually having the same type of scenario going on. So XRP, well, no, it's mostly just forming a W though. Right, which we already kind of guessed just now. It's basically going to retest this area just now. That's all I'm kind of seeing in that. And basically it's going to depend, right? Because usually you actually just, if you break out and it pulls through basically, you're going to basically get this amount once more towards the upside. So in the end, about a 30% gain on top of all of this coming up. That's really almost retesting highs. If we break if we, I guess, expect it positive, if we break the neckline. Then again, that's not always the case, right? You don't know, because there's, in this case, also not really a good buildup with volume. Usually when this happens, there's a ton of volume on the buys. For example, whenever you hit the lows, that you see a lot of buy momentum. But we're not really witnessing that right now. At least not too much. It's basically a double bottom W pattern. But the W pattern is basically a double bottom with, again, a strong neckline here. It's basically the same thing, though. But it is a perfectly same low. It's not a, yeah, it's not a higher low or anything like that. It's the same low. Quickly see what you guys are writing. Did you see the party video with all the big players that Bear Boo had in his video the other day? It was absolutely hilarious. I have no idea. Oh, did we drop some frames again? I see 200 people just left the live stream again. Did something happen? What are the coins you guys excited about? Let's quickly see. I've been seeing for you guys so many freaking coins here, man. Whenever you guys ask me, I just have to research them a little bit. I've not really been buying new coins. I've just been really stacking up on coins because I firmly believe that what is happening in Bitcoin right now will, again, break freaking records. So I got to get myself into it. Nicholas says, yeah, it was closed on today. Yeah, so this, I would say, suffices. It's okay. It's definitely a head and shoulders pattern in verse 1. Again, we're going to see the upside then. Okay, let's wait it out. I should also try to get some music here going. XRP still zooting here at about 43 cents or 1.43. Feels kind of odd for me, to be completely honest, to actually talk about the majority of these things right now. It's like, we've had so many freaking months below 50 cents, and all of a sudden, we're like, ooh, XP has gone out to 120. Ooh, that's not good. Man, we are above freaking $1 something. It's amazing what is happening right now. By the way, I'm going to quickly drink some tea here. Let me, uh-oh, I slammed my mic. Let me quickly grab some tea. Dusty, who's that guy who uses your name and posts a phone number on every single comment on your channel? A scammer? Yes, it is a scammer indeed. Those are guys who just go on every crypto channel, they copy the logo, copy the name, and they put a number there so you can text them, and they can tell, hey, I'm getting you financial advice, just pay me for it, something like that. I don't know exactly, I've never texted them myself, but I think so. Electra, hey, I see you saying, yeah, where's the party gonna be, huh? Where's the party gonna be once XP really hits like, I don't know, $20? Would you guys, okay, let's ask this question. Would you actually party already if XRP hits $20 per coin, or do you think that's still too low? let's come back to VeChain. I didn't give you guys my full story. I just think VeChain, for example, is a coin which has proven utility. You don't even have to draw anything in this chart here. You can obviously do a couple of things. You don't even have to, because you all know. I think you guys are with me here. It's just basically coming together here really shortly. It's a little bit squeezing a little bit. But it's proven, it has proven utility. We all know it right now. There is no way VeChain is going to be lower. It can go down a little bit in terms of value, but the what is it called now? The base has just been set now for VeChain. The enthusiasm is insane. The amount of people in VeChain are kind of low. I mean, the velocity is also not that heavy. It's not like VeChain is really being traded like a major coin like that. Right now, I guess it's 2.25 billion, which is quite a lot, but usually it's actually not that big of a deal. But it is a really major coin if you start to look at utility. And that's also something interesting I'm seeing at this top list right here. For example, Doge, utility is basically being a meme coin. ADA, utility is basically being a better Ethereum, but then not really out there just quite. Let's quickly actually give you guys an overview. Bitcoin, what is good about it? It's the first one out. That's period. Ethereum, biggest platform right now. It's been there for a very long time. A lot of people like it specifically for that reason, right? That it's been out there for a really long time. A lot of things are built on there, and it's an easy programming language if you know it already. You know, the Solidity, a lot of people are, I guess, are knowledgeable because of it, because it's been there for a long time. Binance and Binance Smart Chain, 2-in-1 basically. You have the Binance Chain and the Binance Smart Chain, 2-in-1. The Binance Chain is really nothing. I would say it's almost nothing cool, right? That's, again, the difference between the BEP2 and the BEP20 that you sometimes see, basically BSC, Binance Smart Chain. And the Binance Smart Chain is kind of an Ethereum copycat. It's basically taken from Ethereum and then made into BNB, but a little bit more centralized, where they have 21 central nodes. And the kind of idea is here, there's a lot, let's not go into the real big differences or the real intricacies of differences, but it's basically so that they have things going a lot faster, a lot more efficient, but that is also a lot more workload on the people contributing. And since that will only keep getting bigger as time moves on, bigger block sizes and whatnot, that will keep draining a lot of, I guess, space on your computer eventually, retail holders eventually will not be able to power BNB. So that is, again, why it's been 21 nodes, basically. Once more, really centralized. They also call it decentralized, centralized finance, or the other way around, centralized, decentralized. Different from Ethereum in that subject, but with the virtual machine, it's basically the same thing as Ethereum. Easily get your projects on there. Now, XRP, we all know, best currency out there. No, XRP basically has a couple of main priorities. I would say their main priority is becoming the digital, should I really say? I want to say the digital reserve currency. That's sometimes what for example, Brad Garlinghouse has said. Let's just say it differently, though. Their main objective is to make cross-border payments and to become a kind of a remittance token here in a really simple, fast, transparent, and cheap way. Let's put it like that, right? That's kind of a good part about it. It's pumping, by the way, majorly in comparison to the rest of these cryptos on the 1 hour. USDT, you guys don't know, it's just USD, but then as a token, so you can actually send it through over the network like Ethereum or Tron. Cardano, again, one of the biggest projectors in theory. Not that much is out quite yet. The next couple of months will most likely put a lot of use into ADA. It's not really that much that you can actually do with that, to be completely honest. Just quite yet, but it's coming up. Dogecoin, it's basically Litecoin. They took Litecoin and added a couple of things, which is basically the meme aspect of things, but it's basically the same thing as Litecoin. It's pretty useless. It's basically a little bit better than Bitcoin because it's Litecoin, as I just said. But then again, its main thing that it's got going for himself is the utility. And yes, it is really live, Izzy. Polkadot, once more, kind of an Ethereum competitor like BNB, like ADA, where they have very intricate yet really efficient way of doing things. Let's say it like that. Polkadot, really intricate project. I would recommend just looking up one little video. Just type in your freaking browser, what is Polkadot? You'll find it. Long explanation though as to why it's really different and how it arranges things differently, but it's also sort of a platformer. Litecoin, once more, shit. Bitcoin Cash, shit in my opinion. Chainlink, another really long explanation. We've actually recently, a couple of days ago, seen Chainlink 2.0, which is mostly why we're so excited about it. They've decided to upgrade things, get a little bit of momentum going because they've been stale for a little while, and that also propelled the price to about $45 nearly instantly because people noticed, well, an upgrade like that, hey, we want to be part of that. So that was pretty damn huge, and a lot of people like that. Uniswap, again, another platformer, but a higher, how would you say that? A higher level platformer where it's basically a platformer on top of a platformer, again, on top of Ethereum mostly. And what it basically is it's another exchange where you can trade tokens on top of a other coin like Ethereum, for example. And Uniswap is then the coin, not the exchange itself, used on the exchange. And VeChain, we've already said it before, mostly supply chain. Theta, I honestly don't even know what it does, but I have it. I cannot even tell you exactly what Theta does. I don't know. I just bought it a long time ago and it made me money, but I've never in my life looked up to quickly see what exactly it does. So I would not be able to tell you. XLM is in essence the same thing as XRP, but then XRP and Stellar have just different partnerships and different priorities. Stellar went more so for the P2P transfers, where it's person to person, and XRP went more for the bigger payments, for example, the banks and whatnot, and the business to business type of things. USDC is once more quite akin to the whole USDT. It's basically just, again, this one is mostly followed by Coinbase Ventures and backed by all those. And then we have Filecoin. We've already expressed that. We've made a whole video explaining what Filecoin is doing right now and why that one is huge. Oh, somebody says ThetaCoin is streaming. Yeah, I don't know. They're partnered with YouTube. Okay, I didn't even know all of that. See, again, sometimes I just buy coins, don't even know what they do because you guys tell me to. All right, and I buy them, and some do really, really well. Matic, I like. Yes, we're gonna get a Matic integration soon here, where I'm gonna hopefully get somebody in the chat here to actually explain a little bit about Matic, because I love that coin, but it's also backed by Coinbase Ventures, right? Yeah, and since it was listed on Coinbase, that was really big. See a coin better than Filecoin? Okay, we can agree to disagree on some things. But yeah, Filecoin, think about file storage in a decentralized manner. Tron, another platformer. Tron is actually akin to the whole BitTorrent, Just, Sun, and there's most likely one other currency that I've forgotten right now in this list. Just and Sun is basically just a master promoter. That's at least what I'm going to call it. And he has a lot of coins he's basically issued for different purposes. Tron is a platformer. BitTorrent is a different sort of platformer where the coin itself is not the platform, but of course the platform is running on is BitTorrent, right? So again, platformer because it's a coin related to a platform, but it's not really a platformer coin like Tron where you're building tokens on top of it. BTT, I believe, is also made on top of Tron, right? And the rest, I guess, is we can go on like this for hours. But there's a ton of coins I'm excited it for. For example, Binance, BNB. I've explained before why this coin is actually really huge. It's mostly on the idea that as long as Binance stays around and these exchanges go on to be bigger, Binance coin will also keep increasing. And the more Ethereum gets congested and the longer Ethereum 2.0 takes, which again will take another year and a half maybe, I'm not sure, but a long time. Well, the more that Binance Smart Chain, so BNB here and everything built on top of that, are going to be getting popular. For example, the PancakeSwap, which you guys are seeing right now, is the biggest decentralized exchange out there, right? It's insane right now, built on top of Binance Smart Chain. And I also firmly believe that this coin, as long as Binance Smart Chain is really at the top, which it still is a really good pick. Yeah, and there's a ton of these coins which I also hold. My whole portfolio, by the way, is over on Patreon. It's down below. You can see it. Somebody says 145 resistance for XRP. Yeah, we actually did it, huh? We actually hit 145 on the XRP pair again. What a freaking crazy day, huh? Wink. Wink is not really my type of crypto, man, to be honest. Dusty, you asked about the rationale of the SEC. How about Russia and China are adopting crypto and getting access to the US markets 1-0 EST versus US or us? Well, I mean, China is actually banning crypto to some degree. They're banning one of the world's largest Bitcoin mining hubs. They've already banned ICOs. They've already banned quite a lot of parts regarding crypto. It's not like they're really too excited about crypto altogether. And it's also really difficult to say whether or not they're using that position to take advantage of anything. It's really hard to say. We don't have all the facts. And again, if you're reading news from the West, it will be really different than news from the East. So make sure if you have an opinion on that you also have read articles that are stemming from China. You might say, okay, but China is not a source that I want to, okay. But then again, you're not sure exactly what to trust in this sense because it's their word against others. Where's VeChain going? VeChain is going towards the top. I think it has proven utility. I firmly believe that this coin is one of the best ones out there. I wish I had more VeChain. I really do. But if you watched my videos for a couple years now, you probably know how much VeChain I have, all right? It's interesting. NPXS, or now PUNAX, you mean, is a serious consideration. To be honest, I'm not that excited about it. I just know that people like it because of the amount of coins was easy. But I'm just quickly saying, man, that's not really one of my favorite coins. I do have some, but it's not my favorite. Guys, let's get 10 more subscribers. Then we are at 98.9 thousand. Just 10 more people need to press that subscribe button. We can actually get to 100,000 subs today or tomorrow. It is freaking crazy. But we need to get to that 99,000 mark. Otherwise, it might take a little bit longer. So make sure you press the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And also, guys, let's get to 1,000. Now let's get to 500 likes. You know what? Let's put the target a little bit lower. Make sure you press that like button. We've been streaming for an hour. 1,500 people watching right now. Make sure you press that like button. Let's get to 500 likes. Student coin, not really a fan of that. I think it's kind of a pump and dump ordeal. Same thing like Pi, same thing like B, same thing like SafeMoon, same thing like a lot of those things. I just think it's not a smart idea. VThor is the gas token from VeChain. It's something you get for free. I get VThor every single day, so I think it's a really good one. All right, would I buy it just to have? Well, I mean, you get it for free, so better buy VeChain so you can get more VThor. Then again, VThor might be something you want to speculate on to just quickly buy and make some money on. That's definitely not a bad idea. Once more, the W pattern is concluding here on Bitcoin. On XRP. Holo, been buying that one to the ground. I keep buying Holo. Went down for a little while right here. Got a lot of people scared. I'm not afraid on that one. I just keep buying. Again, we're seeing a double top, maybe short term. Coming back down a little bit again. Around the Fibonacci level. Your thoughts on ZIL? You guys all know ZIL. I've been buying ZIL for a very long time too. How do you get VThor for free? By staking your VeChain. How do you guys like my explanation of those coins? Should we do some videos just explaining what some coins are? In the end, guys, I don't read every single white paper, by the way. A lot of what I do is just watch a video once and then kind of look into some articles written about it, and then I know what it does. But I could also make my own version of it. I am, by the way, creating a crypto basics course. I've been doing that for hey, guys, going to 145. I've been making a crypto basics course for a real long time. But I'm just kind of a perfectionist in that sense. If the course is not perfect, I just can't let it go. I have a problem with that, I think, but I'm working on it. Because I've been working on it for so ridiculously long. It could have been out, let's say, more than a year ago since I started working on that, but I just can't. And I keep adding things I want to have in there. But yeah. You all right? You can please post a link in Patreon to where you stake it. I have already made a video on where on Patreon, Morgan. There's already a video how I stake and how I make passive income with crypto, Morgan. It's on Patreon, yes. And by the way, this is TradingView, the platform we're watching right now, this website, if you're wondering. A ton of people ask about that. Can you give us a quick recap of what happened? The majority of what we were talking about at the start, you can actually just watch back if you want to later on. It was just my explanation of why CBDCs and XRP, good match, and why I think really that's going to be one of the most important use cases for XRP from here on forward. It's going to really going to get XRP really to that newer level, to that higher level, to the freaking moon, let's say. So let's say it like that. Hey guys, let's see again where you guys are watching from. I see a ton of people from the Netherlands here. I see a ton of people from Philippines usually, but not right now though. Maybe they're sleeping. Pack Global, I don't hold that. I'm not a fan of that at all. Wink, not a fan of that at all either. Once more, if I'm not a fan of it, doesn't mean it can't do well. It's just not a coin I really like from the fundamental perspective, all right? But once more, that does not mean it won't do well. Okay. North Pole, nice. Switzerland, Portugal, Holland, Arizona. Yeah, you see there's Malaysia. Okay, we have some people from East Asia. Amsterdam, that's a good place. That's a really beautiful place. Whoever's at Amsterdam, big shout out to you, my brother. Okay, there is somebody from the Philippines. There we go. There's usually always a lot of people from the Philippines, but right now, mediocre. South Carolina, Oregon. Hey, welcome everybody back to the chat. You guys are all amazing. Every single one of you, I appreciate a ton, as you most likely already know. We're all on this journey together, guys. We're all on this journey together. I hope we can get really crazy with all of this crypto. If you want to chat, to kind of talk in, there is a link down below to Discord, for example. And there's just a ton of XRP holders in there. There's a ton of other crypto hodlers in there. Let me quickly see if I can find the link to the Discord. There we go. I'll put the Discord link in the chat box. You can actually join that a little bit later if you want to. There's like 12,000 people in there. So if you want to, go check it out. It's most likely the biggest, or yeah, I think the biggest XRP Discord there is. So if you want to, go check it out. And once more, my trading platform, the ones I'm using right now, is Bybit. A link for that is down below too. If you're from the US, use a VPN, of which I think a link is down below too. I recommend that. I'm using that myself. It's working like a charm. Who is selling Doge? Who? Personally, I would not hold Doge at times like this. It would be pretty damn scary to do that, to be completely honest. Holding Doge in times like this is quite scary. Yes, it is. But as long as Bitcoin keeps breaking out, as long as Bitcoin doesn't come back down from this, we're all good. We're all in the clear. And we're basically expecting this to happen. Once more, a pretty big gain towards our target here, about 61,000. If we make a lower low, once more, you already know where we're going, towards the bottom. Altcoins will fall hard if that were to happen. But that's not our first insight. That would be kind of illogical. I missed the sell on Doge. Yeah, I mean, I don't really hold Doge that much anymore, so you shouldn't, yeah, like somebody says, you shouldn't hold hype coins with no utility. You should buy them with the pure objective to sell them for a little bit more money. You can buy them if you want to, but have the objective to sell them with some profit. SafeMoon is a rug pull? I firmly believe so. I firmly believe SafeMoon is nothing but making money for the founders with a lot of marketing budget. But then again, you might make money with that. You definitely might. Talk about XRP. XRP is utility. XP for everything for XP is just set in stone, in my opinion. There's nothing really which is going to get it down again, unless we're talking some negative thing regarding the lawsuit or some just massive big spike in Bitcoin. Otherwise, everything is pointing towards XRP towards the top still. Let's see what else we got here. Have we got anything interesting here? No, double bounds, XP long setup. For example, these types of videos, or sorry guys, these types of setups, I wouldn't trust them if I were you. If you're going to use somebody else's little setup like this for a trade, there's a good chance you're going to lose money, right? And for example, I personally use Bybit, as I've said before. However, I never recommend people to use my setup for trading. Why? And that's why I always say, if I were to do this, it would be theoretical. Because if you're going to do that and you don't know what you're doing, you might lose a lot of money. Because with leverage, everything becomes a lot more difficult. For example, the profit here, theoretically speaking, could have been 16, 17%, which would again be times 20. But it could also have been just a pure loss of all the money we had. And again, if you consider that properly, okay, you might leverage trade. All the world is to you. You might make freaking millions with this. People do. People do that every single day. And I would personally, I like this more than just normal trading. I really do. But then again, if you're using somebody else's setup, you are on a path to failure. And you're eventually maybe going to just mess yourself up. So I don't really think that's a good idea. Immortal says, I lost XRP trying to make money out of Doge. I probably deserve it. Who would have known it absolutely tanked on Doge Day? I mean, the majority of the people knew that. So I don't know what you're saying. Check the Doge of dump. Check the dump of Doge on the 1 hour chart. We should maybe I should actually get freaking TradingView Premium so we can have like a 5th chart here, because I don't want to sacrifice my vet. I'm rooting for a vet here on the really short term, hoping that one's going to pump like crazy. I do believe so though. Really excited about vet. You can, by the way, also short Doge on Binance. A lot of people are doing that in the Discord chat, by the way. It's dying out, guys. 30 cents. Are we going to get picked back up? I don't know. Somebody says an hourly chart. Yeah. It's not too bad, though. It's also just a correction, maybe. But I just think because Doge has no fundamentals, once people start to sell, a lot of people will start to sell, and it'll be panic in the end. At least that's what I'm thinking. It's going to be so much panic that it's going to be selling after selling after selling after selling. Guys, we have 17 more subscribers to go, and then we are at 99,000. If you haven't pressed the subscribe button just quite yet, make sure you press it. And I really think we're going to get to 100,000 subscribers today. I'm crazy excited, everybody. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing. I don't know what type of interview I'm going to get done. I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe it's not as special as I think in my head. It's just so crazy. We're so close. You guys are all so amazing. Oh, it's my... almost sweating right now a little bit. Ooh, we're so close to it. We have 1,017 more subscribers to go. That is freaking... That's That's a sticky one. Yeah, that is odd. We have 1,017 more to go. Crazy. Let's just hope that XRP also pumps on a day like this, huh? Dusty, do you think Brian Brooks will pump up BNB coin? Why would he do that? No, I don't really think so. I don't think Brian Brooks is going to do anything like that. In the end, you don't know, right? But he says, I wouldn't have taken this job if it didn't have a strong commitment from the board to lead a strong compliance program. It might just be that he's been put in there purely for like the bigger picture of things that they want to, for example, go public. It might just be that he's, for example, only going to be in here for like a month or two, where he will basically, again, be taken off again afterwards. He's basically an interim type of CEO to purely get a good name for themselves while they prepare for an for an IPO, for example. DOT can be staked at Kraken at 12%. That is nice. You can stake it on Binance and whatever. Nomadic says, let's get Dusty his play button. The play button, personally, don't really care about. 100K itself, don't really care about. I care a lot about the fact that I can finally apply for a little verification mark on YouTube. I so wish that nobody can ever text me again, Dusty, is this really you? Because I have the little mark. I wish that we were closer to it so I can just apply for it. We might not get it, but at least I've tried my best then. Whoa, Plumber Stacker coming in with the 20 bucks says, let's get the 200K. I just passed 1K low. Good luck, Dusty. You're a YouTuber too, man? I haven't seen you before. Let me quickly see. Let me look you up here on the YouTubes. Let me type it in. Oh, yeah, 1.12 about silver. Okay. Silver and Friends gold giveaway. Interesting. So this is the guy in the chat box just now talking. Okay, we're not in the favorite channels, guys, but at least, he. No, just kidding, guys. He has a lot of stuff about silver. Not really my niche, but then again, maybe you enjoy silver. You can check this man out. Thank you for the support, brother. Give you a little shout out for that. You deserve it. Thank you all. Every single one of you. You guys are all amazing. I'm not really a silver type of guy, but maybe you guys are. Well, maybe he's a match for you. That type of content. I don't know. What we're doing right now is actually, I'm honestly speaking, waiting a little bit for a better setup as well. In the sense that we might actually get into a really crazy XRP long here as well. To be honest, our long from yesterday was just the most perfect one ever. It was just so beautiful. Like, if we could have just gotten it in a little bit lower, would have been more amazing. But again, you can never really know that. You can never really know. You can never really know when exactly the bottom is going to be. Plumber Stacker became a supporter. Thank you so much, man, and welcome to the freaking channel. Once more, we're going to be doing freaking live streams almost every single day. I want to say every day, but I'm going to have to go on a couple of trips soon, or I'm going to have to be in the plane. So I don't know if we can stream those days, but in general, we're going to be here almost every single day, guys. I'm here. Distu just made a video with your intro. Kind of hope you're not mad, huh? Who's Distu? Dusty, just subscribe to your Patreon. Good stuff on there. Thanks. Yeah, you like it, man? That's good to hear, brother. I have to post another piece of content today, but nothing has really changed, right? Because we're all still expecting the same thing. We're talking about the same low for Bitcoin, like we expressed in the videos, like we expressed in Patreon. We're talking for the same dip buying strategy. Nothing has changed on that department, unless Bitcoin once more breaks through, which we're not expecting it will. So as long as Bitcoin keeps trending upwards, or at least hopefully continues the pattern, the W pattern, which you just said, oh, sorry guys, it's actually the inverse head and shoulders pattern. Would be pretty nice though. Would be pretty juicy if we did, huh? That would be pretty juicy. Dogecoin still going like a train wreck. Yes, it is, guys. It's coming down like a train wreck. Morgan says, will we be able to set a general time for the stream? I don't think that's going to be possible because I just stream whenever there's something really important going on. It might, however, be so that I'm going to do that if I have some program for it. If there's one certain thing, but usually I like to just stream whenever there's some breaking news that I want to have to you guys as soon as possible. For right now, though, I just wanted a story and to watch the price a little bit because it was pretty interesting what we were watching right here. Made a double bottom on XRP. Right now, we're coming back upwards. Once more, I've already explained to you guys here. These types of areas are so good to buy XRP in because you're not guaranteed, but you're very often bound to make money. So when it next time, for example, if we're to bounce again like this, come back into this area, you could short, but then with a stop loss really tightly, or you could just wait for it to come back into this area and then long again with again a stop loss like right around here, because it just usually works. Again, after double bottom, might of course break through, you don't know, but that's what the stop loss is for. There's just very high probabilities that it bounces at those areas. And in this case specifically because we got Bitcoin picking up the pace. Dave says, surely you can get the mark lower than 100K. No, you cannot. You can only apply for that little check mark at 100K plus. Some people who had it for years still have it at like 5K subs, but you can't now. Back then, there were different strategies for it that I did not know. I guess. Doge Day turned into XRP Day. Yes, XRP is the best performing crypto right now on the 1 hour chart, I believe. Out of this top list right here. Out of the top, let's see here. 3.3. Okay, I guess VET is performing even better. Our two main coins, though, that is really good to see. Out of the whole top 50, our two main coins on this channel are pumping the greatest. That is nice to see, huh? That is nice. Let's change the title of the video a little bit. XRP, live XRP, and VET pumping. Right. Now, how high can we go? Let's just change the title of the stream. Maybe we'll get some more people in who already watching at the start. Once more, guys, if you didn't check the start of the video, come back in. Or, you know, you can also just, once you've watched this, go back to the beginning of the video because we were talking there about the CBDCs. Right now, we're watching this unfold because XRP on live coins is above $1.50 and it's really pumping quite harshly right now. I want to watch that continue on forward. We have to watch that a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. Some people say you just jinxed us. Maybe. Maybe I have. Maybe I definitely have. But again, we started live streaming where? Like right around this area here. So we've already gone up at least 3%. If we fall back down now, yeah, that is the way it sometimes goes. That's the way of the crypto. They just feel you've bought. All right, let's pump it down. Let's dump it down, boys. Let's see this unfold. Break out the Pump It song. Keep it going. Man, I've been talking about that. I could get it going, the official song, but there were so many people who hated it that I'm like, ooh, maybe it's just stupid. And I'm also never going to have, I can never delete the song again. And I'm also not sure if I should make it so it's copyrighted so nobody can actually troll me with it. Or if I just make it free and then people can just use it everywhere. But that might not be what I want. I don't know. Maybe I don't want it to be everywhere. It should be a song for us. You got to pump it up. You got to pump it up. I had it in my, hey guys, a little fun story. I had the song in my stream the other day for like 15 seconds maybe. Instant copyright strike. Not strike, copyright claim. So they wanted everything. Dusty, where are you moving in Dubai? I'm not actually sure. I don't know. It's not in one place. I'm just going to go there and we'll see. But I'm going to be going, I think, next week or maybe like 10 days or something like that. Why not using the Hey song? Which Hey song? How to store a H-bar on Nano? I'm not sure if H-bar is on your Ledger Nano. I'm not sure about that. You have to look it up real quick. If it is, then it's the same as anything. Some live trading on Bybit. You know, Hozan, I've said it before. I was planning on it. We had some bigger idea. And again, we said yesterday, this is a trade I would have, for example, taken if I were to be live trading, which would have worked out in this case specifically. But you can see the problem here. Let's zoom in a little bit as to why there's a problem. Let's say people are live trading with me and have to, for example, go after a little while and we still have an open position like this. I could, for example, just easily take my profit right here. Right? For example, at 1%, which means 20% profit on my money, I'd be happy, or even a little bit higher. But some people are going to ride the wave downwards. And then here, once they're at minus 95%, for example, they're like, ooh, click, let me sell at a big loss. I wouldn't attempt to do that, but then again, it's really difficult. And if they're gonna follow me exactly, that might also not be smart. Because what if we're making a quick little loss streak, for example, for the next couple of hours? People gonna lose all their money because they really trust me all the way. I just don't feel it, guys. I don't think that's a safe thing to do. Leverage trading is scary. If you're gonna attempt it, know what you're doing. Don't just follow somebody else. It's not smart. But then again, I do use it myself. It works like a charm. Right now, there's a freaking $1,600 deposit bonus. So it's also being made pretty appealing. But yeah. 64-bit crypto says, what is up, Dusty? Doge, save 1 XRP, that is all. That is all to get you to the ground. XRP, good pick. Dogecoin, pretty stupid in my opinion, if you're, again, thinking about the longer term. And save moon once more, it's just a pump and dump type of thing, so it's kind of scary. Yes, we have 8 more subscribers to go to get to 99,000. Vlog your experience. Where, in Dubai, you mean? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I guess maybe if we hit 100,000, I should even do a face reveal. Huh? No, of course not. Maybe if we were to ever hit 1 million, I would ever... Maybe if we hit 1 million eventually, I'd ever do that. You think crypto channels can actually hit millions? I guess BitBoy is proving us right, huh? That it's actually possible. To be honest, I never thought that crypto would be this big, to be completely honest with you. Because again, I made the channel before the majority of the guys you watch right now have made their channel. I was doing this in the beginning of 2017. From that point on forward, every single day. Dusty, can you mention anything about the 22nd? Yes, the 22nd is going to be the SEC's motion to strike Ripple's lack of fair notice or due process affirmative defense. Which basically means the SEC is going to strike their defense. What else can I say about it? Who gave Doge a diving board? Yeah, it's pretty funny. Somebody says 1 million subscribers phase reveal. You have 10 subscribers. You have a good point, but 10 is closer than than 1. So at least we have 10 subscribers. Okay, 64-bit crypto coming in with the steals. Very nice, brother. Why are you taking my intro? In your latest video. Okay, I'm going to check it out. Let's see what the impersonation is looking like.
Testing 1, 2. What is up, guys? It's your boy Dusty here. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, can you guys hear it? Let's quickly try it again.
Testing 1, 2. What is up, guys? It's your boy Dusty here. No, I'm just kidding.
4 out of 10. Gonna give it to you, all right, my buddy? 4 out of 10. Mediocre attempt. Not that much, it wasn't really alive. He didn't try that well, to be completely honest. 4 out of 10 is what I'm gonna give it. It was a good attempt, but not really. 4 out of 10. Cringe factor, about 7 out of 10. Maybe even an 8. So, sorry, 64-bit crypto for roasting you a little bit. But that was, it's not your best attempt. Let's put it like that. You could have done better, I think. 4 out of 10. Maybe even a 3. I'll give you another chance, and I will show it again in the stream next time. Right? But that was 64-bit crypto, the guy who just gave in $5 to tell us what he did. It's interesting. Let's keep it at that for right now. XP making a little bit of a bottom right now. Forming, again, the triple bottom. It's a 1-minute chart, though. What can we say about this, guys? Nothing. Let's see a zoot pretty soon. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Once more, we're going to be getting some crazy interviews going pretty damn soon. I really am assuming. I think we have hit 99K. Oh, no, we need 7 more subs. We're really close. It's so crazy, man. But yeah, what do you guys think? Will Doge fall to the ground? Let's see here. Let's vote. Doge to the ground or Doge will pick itself back up? What do you guys think? I personally think Dogecoin is not necessarily dead. It can pick itself back up, but it's scary. I wouldn't personally put a lot of money into Doge right now. Unless Elon Musk comes again and says, why are we on the ground? We need to go to the moon or something like that, right? That could definitely happen. It would definitely pump up like crazy. And it is Doge 420 day, so a lot of people are watching the price right now. As of this point, it's just people fearful are making other people fearful, which make the price go down. But in the end, though, it's just a shitty coin, which gets a lot of attention. So it can go back up. Yes, it can. Ooh, we really have a divided chat for the first time in a little while. That's pretty funny. What else do we have here? Let's quickly check. China says it has no desire to replace dollar with digital yuan. Yes, we've been talking about that for a little while. If they were to, that would be a really big battle, huh? Between the US and China. That would be one of the craziest days for us if we just get a freaking battle on the internets between the US and China about which coin is going to be the standard. I would be a little bit afraid to see that. I wouldn't like it, but it would also be kind of funny. And then Soldier Boy, he was saying, is there any other crypto that could possibly compete with Bitcoin? And that is an interesting question. Because in the end, what type of coins are on Bitcoin's same kind of wavelength? I mean, a coin like XRP, I really believe is quite different. Wait. Quickly see what you guys are saying. I personally believe XRP and Bitcoin are quite different, and I firmly believe as well, at least once more, that is my opinion on the matter, that there are quite a lot of coins which can do better than Bitcoin, but can they replace or compete with it? It just depends, you know. If for position, obviously, but in terms of use case, well, Bitcoin is really the best type of coin for its part. Mex says, Dusty, people will make videos saying you knew it was going to happen. I have no idea what you're on about, my brother. Maybe Chinese said that to throw USA off. That could also be, you know, that the Chinese are really working hard right now and getting their CBDC out. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I just personally think nobody ever expected crypto to just go this high. And already that it's this ridiculously crazy is just mind-boggling to me. I think it's just the start of a lot of this stuff. That we're just at the start of all of this. VeChain, again, one of my best coins right now. You can see it popping off like crazy right now. Look at that. Look at our boy VeChain pumping up like crazy. Morgan says, I've been modding his comments all stream. Morgan, you're a freaking madman, man. I don't know. You have the fastest fingers in the West. Fullerine also. Tristan also, but you guys are, Morgan specifically, fast fingers, man. Holy smokes. Dusty, say your intro, please. Man, it's so cringe to do that. If you guys are watching like that, I can't do it. VeChain pumping back up. You got to pump it up. XRP obviously too, where it's still at 142 though. Still a pretty big gain since the dump we saw last night. And Don says, Bitcoin is store of value. Too slow for mass currency use. XP holders on hand, ODL, baby. I just witnessed that today when sending some money to different exchanges. If you want to send Ethereum or if you want to send Bitcoin, it's going to cost you $30, $40 to send $40. If you're sending XRP, it's not going to take $1 at all. So, yeah. But, yeah. Also, there's a big difference between hodling and trading. And Keon, you know what? You can't actually... I mean, Keon, I've seen you for a good while now, Keon. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. Keon, you're almost always here too. You can be a moderator. Yes, I trust you as well. All right, now I think we have enough mods. But then again, you can never really have enough, right? Because that really gets some workload off of your back. What I'm also noticing that's pretty cool is the amount of supporters in the chat. For example, Plumber is now in there. And usually there's also a couple other ones, like the... people with like green names. Like El Hoco is always there. That's also pretty cool to see. Just more supporters and more supporters in the chat as well. David Dijkstra says, can you look at Raven X? They donate 2% of every transaction to Binance charity and it's pumping up. Raven X, Safe Moon, all of that stuff is basically on the same note. In my opinion, it is. They all have the same type of idea that, oh, we'll donate something to Binance because they want to get, of course, on Binance's exchange. So I think that's all strategy as well, that they made that and they put that in to make sure that they can list it on Binance. or have a good bond with Binance to get listed, something like that. But I don't think it's a good coin fundamentally at all. It's just, again, pump and dump type of thing. XRP tanking, boys. We're seeing it. By the way, one thing we should really make clear. I hold Bitcoin. I am not against Bitcoin. If you are against Bitcoin, you're betting against the system. Bitcoin is definitely not the greatest in almost any way, shape, or form. But it is the one which got all of this started, and going against the coin, which is 50% of the entire market cap, I think is kind of a financial suicide. It's not a smart thing to do. There's a ton of people who are Bitcoin only, and I'm not going to say that's the best thing to do. But if you had to make a choice, it is a lot safer to go Bitcoin only than to go altcoin only. Safer in terms of what's going to get you longevity, what's going to get you for let's say the next 5 years or so. Because Bitcoin, you guys already know, like it's it's just really more adopted than all these others. Then again, does not mean I think Bitcoin will be the ultimate number one for all time. No, I actually think XP, for example, Ethereum, a lot of these coins can actually take over. But again, I'm not against Bitcoin. I actually do hold a lot of Bitcoin. Dusty, will VeChain have a correction, and where do you think it will go? I explained that exactly on Patreon, exactly how I think it will move, but it will correct once more, yes. It will do that. It keeps doing that every single day, even, so yeah, I do think so. Somebody says, I sold on my VET right now. I have so much VET. I mean, I just get the VeChain Thor. I could sell that, for example. I'm good. I don't need to sell the VeChain. I'll keep that for once we get to a couple dollars. I remember when people laughed at me for saying $1 VeChain. Right now, it doesn't look that crazy anymore, though. Right now, it doesn't look crazy at all anymore. Oh, we need one more subscriber, then we're at 99,000. One more sub. And then, guys, it's going to be one interesting road. Because we need exactly 1,000 more subscribers then to get to 100K. Woo! It's going to be... Woo! I even thought, you know what, let's do a 24-hour stream. But then again, because I'm not doing like gaming or anything, we're just doing crypto. All I can do is either watch price with you guys together, or we can look up more and more news on the side and just keep popping it up. And we keep checking Twitter and stuff like that and just go throughout the news. Or we can do a day of trading where we just trade together all day long. So you can actually see every single trade. But then again, I also thought, you know what, I would get tired. Maybe that wouldn't be smart. I just get tired after a little while. 24 hours is a long freaking time, man. And what are you gonna... I wouldn't be able to trade if I do it for 24 hours in a row. You always have to sleep here and there. Oh, wait. Let's quickly see. Elon Musk reacts to Doge's market cap surpassing Ford. I just saw that. Let me quickly see here. I have an article. Let's see. Doge news, huh? Did Elon Musk just tweet something out? Maybe that is what is tanking the Dogecoin price. I'm not sure. This was a couple hours ago. Elon Musk has reacted to Dogecoin surpassing Ford by market cap, saying, laughing emoji. That's after Ross Gerber said Dogecoin is worth more than Ford F. Damn, right? I don't think this is him, right? I think this is just one social media guy doing this for him. I don't know, though. Like a PR type of guy. Quentin Scoop becoming a supporter. Thank you so much for joining and coming in. Coming in hot. Welcome to the channel, brother. Yeah, we're seeing a juicy VeChain pump like that. That is crazy. Yes, guys, we have hit 99,000. We are now officially 1,000 more subscribers away from hitting the infamous 100,000 subscriber mark. Congratulations, every single one of you, for just being here throughout this journey. It's going to be today or tomorrow. It's going to be today or tomorrow, and I'm really freaking excited for it. Because I cannot, maybe I shouldn't post anything today. Because what if it happens while I'm sleeping? I need to set an alert of some kind, I think. Whew, we're 1,000 subs away, guys. We've waited on this for such a long while. I'm still out of words already. Somebody says we're going to unsubscribe when Dusty gets to 99,999. I like that. That is the, that's the style, bro. I like that. I like that. I like the thought process. Boom, 99K. Plumber Sack coming in with the $5. Thank you so much for the support, brothers. And Dennis Bloom also becoming a supporter of the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Once more, we're going to be doing a lot of streams, so I think it's, it's worth it basically to become a member to the channel, I guess, right? Because you have the green name, right, like that. There's not that many perks, to be honest, but I guess it's also just support, generally. Elon's PR guy is definitely getting paid in Doge. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Dusty, what was the moment you thought that XP is booming business? That's a very long time ago. I think when I was getting into crypto, you just start to look up different cryptos, right? And it's like XP had such a big community. I talked to people, I talked to a lot of people, and then you start to think, okay, what exactly does it have going for itself? And the majority of the coins right there were, I think, Dash, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, or back then it was mostly called Ripple actually, Dash, and Monero. You have to kind of pick for yourself which one is the freaking easiest out of all of them to send money with, and which one is working with the banks. And it was the most controversial pick because people called it the banker's coin and called it bad. But then it's also like, whoa, the banker coin, isn't that something which has more of a chance to being adopted? And that was mostly, you're adopted. That was mostly when things weren't as clear as they are now, where crypto is being used for all these businesses. No, we're talking a couple years ago, when there weren't as many articles coming out every single day. You had to really look for things in comparison to what now. I mean, if I just type in XRP, I'm going to see 10 articles written today. In a real bear market, you're going to have to really look for news. It's not as simple. Yeah, happy 420, everybody. Just quickly saying that once more. Happy 420. Happy XRP Doge Day. Happy everything. I don't know what. It's just a good day for me, man. I have to make a screenshot of this 99K. When will VET have a correction? Well, we don't know. I mean, it could have it like, I guess right now. It could be coming down again. Then again, what are you considering a correction? Are you considering it a complete correction or just a short term? Because I personally don't even think. Yeah, as long as Bitcoin keeps up this momentum, which it is right now, a lot of these coins will just keep pumping out of proportion, I personally think. Missile says, we're bringing friends. You know, a couple of people have actually come into the chat saying, I'm bringing a whole gang with me. For example, the guy from the Philippines before. He says, I'm bringing a whole lot of people over, or just sitting it in a group chat. Everything is love like that, man. Everything is love. Just all you guys are amazing. You don't have to bring anybody if you don't want to. Just everybody coming in here is all already amazing, in my opinion. It's just crazy. Then you can have a chat with freaking more than 1,000 people. It's so freaking insane. I think that's really strange. People saying you jinxed it. Oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't say look at XRP like that. Ooh. You're right. Maybe I should never say, yeah, okay, XRP is only going to keep dumping from here, of course. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe that works better. Dusty, you keep in Ethereum for longer term? Yes, I am. I definitely think Ethereum is a longer term, probably good, pretty good hold. In comparison to Binance, is it really that amazing? Debatable. But it is still the most popular, still the most used, and is basically the hedge that people are using right now. Missile says, we could do it in no time. We have a lot of friends. You have 1,000 friends, though? That's a lot of friends. We be alright. Told you sleep hours are about to start soon. You mean bear market? I personally have already expressed my concerns before, right? Where I said, if the majority, like Doge and SafeMoon and stuff like that are going to come down, there's a good chance that that's going to ignite a little bit of a bear market. I said that on 5 Minute Crypto, my second channel, basically. I guess combined, we already have 100,000. I guess that's also reaching for something. Combined, we have 102, I guess. But yeah, on this channel, it's my second one. I basically made a video about SafeMoon. I said it could be going insane, but it literally might start the entire bear market because of the dump which is about to happen. And everybody should know, if you're buying into hype coins, you're going to most likely lose money. You know, if you're going to go for that one thinking you're going to be in there for a long time, you're going to most likely lose money. Do you like Harmony One coins? I actually have held some. I sold some. I held some again, and I'm not a big holder. I have like a very minuscule percentage of one, but not a lot. Not something worth mentioning even. How do you get SafeMoon in the USA? I do not know. Are you guys all in the Discord, by the way? There's a little link in the chat box. If you haven't joined Discord yet, make sure you go check it out. I will be in the voice chat every couple of hours. I'm just checking in there, saying hi, chatting with everybody, So if you ever wanted to, I don't know, chat, you can always come in. I try to just be in there as much as I can. Just chilling. But you can check it out. There's a link. What do you say about XLM? Once more, XLM, XRP kind of on the same line, but XRP, of course, more so related to the higher-ups, like, for example, bank to bank or business to business, and XLM more so being peer-to-peer, person to person. I've seen videos of influencers getting DMs from SafeMoon asking to advertise. I guess that's mostly on TikTok then, because I haven't received any email. And I don't know anybody that has gotten an email. But then again, maybe it's the TikTok type of guys. I can actually ask around. Because I do have a couple of people who are really big on TikTok in the crypto space. Hey, we got a little Snapchat from the person who asked me to buy SafeMoon yesterday. She just texted me, it's in Dutch, but that SafeMoon coin is so not disappointing me, love it. I really wonder how she knew how to buy it though. That's pretty interesting. What a freaking time to be alive, everybody. What a crazy time. And also, by the way, Patreon, I think there's still a couple of slots left, right? I think so. It's getting freaking full over in Patreon. It's getting crowded in there, man. A lot of people are joining right now. It's pretty crazy. The Patreon is just where you get my portfolio. You get my my bigger buys, my buying strategy, everything like that. I make, not daily, but bi-daily, I guess, updates on exactly what I am doing, what I'm thinking, all that stuff. Just all the good stuff. It's on there. And I want to do even more updates, but in the end, I also don't want to spam you guys. And if there's nothing changing to the strategy, all I'm doing is just clouding your head with noise, even though it's not necessary, not needed at all. Dogecoin profits being done back into altcoins. That depends. If, for example, you were to look at a total here, and it goes, no. You see, so this is going down here. If this were to go up, then that would be the case. Right now, I think a lot of the guys are selling the Dogecoin actually for just fiat. Dusty, you're from the Netherlands? Ik kan inderdaad Nederlands spreken, ja. I can speak the Dutch language. Dusty, do you own a Ledger? I definitely recommend the Ledger Nanos and Ledger Blues and whatever. I don't think they sell Ledger Blues anymore. I do like them. Glenn says, why have I been kicked from Discord? I don't know. You can join the other Discord somewhere in my description, the DustyBC one, and send a little message. Maybe they can get you unbanned. Again, why are people asking me to buy SafeMoon? I'm going to quickly put up again. If you're buying something like that, please understand. you're getting a little bit of risk going on. You know that? It's a risky thing. I personally am not a supporter of it. I wouldn't recommend it. But then again, you know, you might try your luck. You might make some money with it. Who knows? It's not my style, but you guys know how it works. You might make money with it. It might work out. Again, if you want my portfolio, it's also on there. Every single piece is on there. Everything you need is on there on Patreon. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Nein. Ich spreche kein Deutsch. I don't speak German. People like the accents sometimes, but whenever people just hop on into the live stream, like, what is this guy doing with all the accents? So I try to not do it anymore. Unless, you know, there's that little people. Like, for example, if we're 300 people here, it's okay, you know, because those are the real homies. There's a lot of people right now who have never seen me before. They're like, what is this guy doing with all his voices and stuff? That would be stupid. So I shouldn't look too stupid, guys. I should act a little bit more professional. All right. Are you in the Netherlands, though? Right now we are in Amsterdam. Yes, right now as we speak. In Amsterdam, we're going to Dubai next week or the week afterwards. I think 10 days, something like that. All right. There's another video coming, by the way. Really soon here. I should maybe change the title because you guys said less clickbaity. I called it, here's why Ripple XRP is officially competition to the traditional banking system. And I tried a little video with background music. You guys need to tell me if you like it with background music, okay? Because I had to put in a lot of work to get background music in. It was not easy. But you guys need to tell me if it's good or bad. And also, if you're looking to trade with leverage crypto, use the Bybit. Again, I've discussed with those guys for such a long while to get some cool competitions going. And right now, there's a $1,610 bonus, out of which $1,000 is just purely for depositing. It's freaking simple, but it's also, I worked hard for it. So if you're going to use it anyway, use the link down below. Helps out both sides. You get some cool competitions and a bonus. And again, I have negotiated for it for you guys, as I've said before. We also have some codes for Prime XBT, as you guys most likely know as well. But that is for a different day. Because I have to renegotiate. I want more codes to give away to the followers. We gave away $1,220 or $1,260, something like that, on Prime XBT. But on Bybit, I think there's going to be even bigger competitions soon as well. Okay, we're falling back down a little bit on the XRP pair. Still at 38 cents, still doing good. I think still everything is looking good as long as Bitcoin doesn't fall back down. What do you think? What do you think will happen right here in the near future? I'm not quite sure. We're watching. Yeah, and it's so freaking crazy, guys. We're freaking 900 subscribers off from 100,000. I shouldn't sleep tonight, I think. Because what if we hit it while I'm sleeping? I would definitely cry. So I'm going to have to stay up all night or go to bed right now and wake back up at like 5 a.m. just to be sure that we don't hit it. Maybe I'm overestimating our abilities, but it's like the closer you get, the faster people press subscribe, I think. No, once more, guys, I'm not a supporter of SafeMoon. I think it's really garbage. I really think so. Then again, you might make some money with it quickly. It definitely is possible. But it is garbage from the fundamentals. It's really purely garbage. You don't know what it does. It doesn't do anything. That's why you don't know. And you probably do not know about, just the token itself. Most likely. Watch it from an airplane? Really? You watch it from an airplane? Damn. Yeah. All right. So after this live stream, there's going to be another video. It's going to play automatically. Let me quickly tell you guys again. All you have to do is just sit and wait. I'm going to host the video, which means if you just wait and sit and do not press anything away, the next video is just going to play instantly like that. So you don't have to do anything. It's going to play automatically, as I just explained, automatically. There's nothing you have to do. You will be sent there automatically. And the video will play once more automatically within like 2 minutes or so, right? So once more, if I close the live stream, the next video will play within 2 minutes. So do not worry, don't press anything. It's going to be a premiere. It will start, and you can watch my next video, which I've already recorded like 30 minutes ago before I started the stream. Should I sell some VET for XRP? Man, don't ask me that type of question, you know? It's really hard to say. We were pumping a little bit. Right now we're coming back down just a little bit. And again, I am personally not selling anything, if you're wondering. I'm not selling. I don't think selling is a smart decision. But in the end, you guys do whatever you want, right? I'm holding on for dear life. And in the other things we've explained before, this is really not a hefty correction at all. We could have dipped way further and it'd still be fine. Like I've expressed. I might give you guys a little small rundown on that later. Why, again, percentage-wise, this wasn't even big. It's all good. It's all building. Again, we got a double bottom here. I still expect the top side to come in really shortly here. Let's just say it like that. But again, the video, somebody says 2 minutes too long for waiting. I think, yeah, I have diamond freaking hands. Hey, do you guys have diamond hands? Yes or no? Quickly put it in the chat box down below. If you have diamond hands, put it right now down there. And again, there's going to be a video which is going to play right after this one. So sit on tight. And we think altcoin season hasn't even really started to a certain degree. It's going to get way bigger than it is right now. Thank you all for joining in. Really big thanks. There's a video which is going to play right after this one. Let me quickly say it once more. So do not move. It will play automatically. And I'll see you guys again a little bit later today in another video. Because I'm going to be, I have more stuff to talk about. Damn it.